Right, we have got chapter 2 of Bad Jelly the Witch. Can anybody remember what happened in chapter 1?
Yeah.
What happened?
Lucy the cow got lost, and they went in the woods to find her, and they got really tired, so they went to Binklebonk's tree.
And who's Binklebonk, Jacob?
I wouldn't say tiny person.
He is, he's a little goblin, isn't he? We've been making dandelion tea, because that's what they had, didn't it? They had dandelion tea, a real goblin supper with dandelion tea. So that's what we've been doing all afternoon.
And
Now we are ready for chapter 2. So, next morning, the rain stopped. The sun came up and said, "Come on, time to get up, everybody. I'm going to be very good today, I promise. I will shine all day and I won't hide behind any clouds." Binklebonk came in and gave the children a cup of fresh rabbit's milk, some honey and fairy cakes. When they were dressed, the children said goodbye to Binklebonk and went off to find Lucy the cow. "Be careful in the forest," said a little robin from a tree, "because there is a wicked witch in there, and her name is Bad Jelly." My robin voice sounds a lot like my Binklebonk voice. Her name is Bad Jelly. She catches little children and turns them into sausages and eats them. Sometimes she chops children up and makes boy-girl soup. And here is the little robin saying, "Be careful."
My God.
Little robin saying, "Be careful." On and on went the children until they came to a big river with water rushing over the rocks. The children didn't know how to get across, so they sat down to think about how to do it. "Oi! Mind where you're sitting, boy," said a voice from underneath Tim. It was a little worm. "You big silly! You nearly squashed me, flat like a shoelace," Tim said. "Oh, I'm sorry, worm. What is your name?" The worm came right out of the ground and was wearing a long, thin shirt with drawings of red roses on it. "My name is Mudwiggle," said the worm. "Did you see a cow wearing a straw hat?" said Rose. "Yeah," said Mudwiggle. "She trod on my tail, so I pushed her in the river." And here it is Mudwiggle.
He's super strong.
He's very
You
strong.
can see his muscles.
He is a worm, and he pushed a whole cow, a big cow, into the river.
That's strange.
"You must be very strong," said Tim. "I am the strongest worm in all the world because I eat lots of mud." The worm told the children that Lucy had swam across the river and got out the other side. "Can you help us get across the river?" said Rose. "Yeah," said Mudwiggle. "I'll just put my swimming costume on." When he did that, he got in the river. "First, I'll take Rose. Get in the river and hold my tail." Which end is your tail?" asked Rose. "Oh dear," said Mudwiggle. "I'll have to wear my hat so you will know which end is which." And he put on a big red top hat with a piece of cheese on the top. "That's in case I meet any hungry mice," said Mudwiggle. Rose got hold of his tail. And the funny worm swam across and then went back for Tim. But when they were about halfway across, a big shark saw Tim's legs swimming, so he thought, "Oh, I'll eat him up." "Look out," said Rose. "Shark!" The shark was just going to bite Tim when wallop, bonk, thud. Mudwiggle hit the horrible shark on his nose. "Oh, my nose," said the shark, and he swam away to the Shark Nose Hospital. Tim got out the river next to Rose. "Goodbye, children," said Mudwiggle, and swam away. The sun was shining very hot, and soon the children's clothes were nice and dry. They saw an apple tree with apples on, so they plucked 2 big, juicy red ones. "Oi, my apples," said the tree. "Oh, I've never heard an apple tree talk." And here we've got, and there's the apples and the children. An apple tree that's talking. So Rose says, "I've never heard an apple tree talk before." "I'm afraid I am not an apple tree. I am really a policeman. But I was turned into an apple tree by the witch called
Bad Jelly the Witch.
Bad Jelly. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo, I want to go back to my police station and my whistle. The children said they couldn't help him because they couldn't do magic. But if we see another policeman, we'll tell him where you are and to bring your whistle, said the children. The children went on walking until they came to a big mountain. But it had a big white beard on. What a silly mountain! Why has it got a beard? Said Rose. A little mouse popped his head out of a hole and said, He's got a beard because he's lost his razor.
What's his razor?
A razor is something you shave with to make your beard go away. And if he's lost his razor, he's grown a beard. Here is the policeman tree. He's very sad. Let's have a look. We've never heard of a mountain with a white beard, said Tim. He's a very old mountain, that's why, said the mouse. And I'm not really a mouse. I've been turned into one by Big Bad Jelly the Witch. Poor little fairy mouse, thought Rose. What is your name? Said Tim. My name, said the mouse, is Dingle Mouse, said the mouse. Dingle Mouse. What were you before the witch turned you into a mouse? Said Rose. I was a banana, said the Dingle Mouse. So be careful. If you see her, run away. The children said they would hide if they saw her. We must go and look for Lucy the cow, said the children. Can I come with you? Said Dingle Mouse, and be your friend. And here's Dingle Mouse. Can you see him?
Oh, yeah.
He's very small. He's very, very small. Right down there. And he used to be a banana. He used to be a banana. And he wants to go with them because he says, I have a good singing voice. Listen. And he sang. Diddle-diddle-dee. I'm a little flea. I ran up Daddy's trousers and bit him on the knee. The children liked his singing and said, all right, you can come with us and look for Lucy. Tim picked up Dingle Mouse and put him in his trouser pocket. It's very dark in here, said Dingle Mouse. Where is the light switch? Rose and Tim laughed. Silly mouse, you don't have lights in little boys' trouser pockets. So now they all set off to find Lucy. They were climbing up and up a big mountain, and it was getting very cold, and it started to snow. I'm freezing, said Rose. I'm shivering too, said Tim. I'm nice and warm in your trouser pocket, said Dingle Mouse. Just then a voice behind them said, Hello, children. Can I help you? Tim turned round and saw it was an old woman dressed in black. Don't be frightened, she said. I can make you nice and warm in a few seconds. Just get inside this nice sack and you will be nice and warm. Should they get in?
No.
Who could it be? Who do we think that is?
Bad Jelly the Witch.
Who is it, Jakey?
Bad Jelly the Witch.
Is it Bad Jelly the Witch or is it just a nice old lady?
No, it's Bad Jelly the Witch.
The children said, Okay, thanks, old woman. We were nearly freezing to death. And as soon as the children got in the sack, the old woman screamed, Got you! She tied the sack as tight as she could. I'm going to eat you all up because I am Bad Jelly, the baddest witch in all the world. She put the sack on her back, jumped on her broomstick and flew up into the sky. Someone please help us, shouted Tim. But no one could hear him because they were very high in the sky. And there they are. They're in the sack. They made a mistake. They were tricked, look.
Yeah, the mouse said hide, but they didn't hide.
Didn't hide, and that is chapter 3. We will read it again, maybe later, ready for bed. We'll read that last chapter, shall we?
Yeah, when we're in bed.
If you want to read some more with us, comment below and let us know. We've made dandelion tea today, and perhaps now we can go and create a plan for how the children might escape.
Yeah.